All right, welcome everyone to the Bluefield College Coaches Show, live from the Bluefield, Virginia Applebee's. Special guest today, senior, I don't even know what position to call you on the volleyball team, but from women's volleyball, Kailee K, everybody. And now we'll get to that, the confusion about the position, because you've been shifting a lot, but let's go back to that game a couple days ago against Columbia International. You guys had lost 2 games in a row going into that one. How did it feel to get back on the winning track?
Well, we were on like a 7-game winning streak, so I think that's kind of why the Union and St. Andrews game didn't go as well, because I think we kind of got comfortable with like kind of playing however and still winning. Right. But once we got that win against Columbia, I think that kind of set us back on track. Like, okay, like we need to get it together for conference so that we can get we kind of got knocked down when we lost to St. Andrews, so we're trying to build back up so we can get like a higher ranking. So when we go into that, we'll go to conference period, be higher up. Has
that been the goal all year, is to just try to find your way into the AAC tournament?
Not necessarily find our way into it, because we are. I mean, it's like the top 10 teams, so we can get in there. It's more like being higher up. Right. So the more higher up, the easier you have it, the higher seed, the better. So it's just more trying to be top 4, top 5 is what our goal was.
So how about for you? How has your senior year been for you personally playing volleyball?
It's been really, really good, actually. I'm not going to lie. We had a rough beginning of the season, just because the first part of our season, 2 of our girls were ineligible. Right. 3 girls were hurt. We just constantly had something coming out to. We never had our full team. And so we didn't have our full team until a month in. We went to 2 tournaments, didn't have everybody. Played a few games, didn't have everybody. So it was just really frustrating at first, because we were losing these games that we would be winning with everyone. But once we got everybody together, that's when we started doing really well. We had a really rough, you saw the record at the beginning. But once we got everybody together, we finally started winning those games that we should have. And so it's been, ever since then, it's been good. I love my team. Back row player. And so that's all I'm used to, really. So when I came here, I came in as a DS. I have a really bad back injury. And so playing outside just wasn't ideal. At it was nice. I'm fine with playing back row. That's what.
How do you even play with a back injury?
You just gotta love volleyball, I guess. I don't know.
How does that compare to the AAC here in Bluefield?
Volleyball, I will say that I've noticed different style. I can't even describe it, but I would say the levels are about this. Yeah.
How did you even get here in the first place?
I can't remember exactly how Buddy found me. I remember if it was watching someone else's to walk around the campus, everything. There's such a southern architecture to it. So I liked that. I thought that was really good. It's not how home looks. It's very southern, I don't know.
Is the southern aspect something you really like, though, the accents too?
Oh, yeah. I actually really like the South. Yeah, that southern hospitality is such a real thing here.
Are you a big country music fan too?
Yeah, I am. I do like it. Wanting to win, keeping that drive to beat the other teams. But when it comes to competition, don't let up and finish that out.
Team. Yeah, the Steelers have the Dolphins next as well, so hopefully that. Yeah, who said that? There we go. All right, we should be back online now. Collin, or what do you want me to call you? Collin?
Collin's fine.
Okay, Collin. This is your second year at Bluefield, correct?
Yep.
What has it been like for you personally?
It's been a momentous change. Semester at community college, and it wasn't for me at all. And I felt like I had a higher calling that I had to fulfill, so I was following my grandfather's path. He was an engineer, in contact with primarily 2 or 3, but it has been a while since I've seen them. I made a lot of connections, mostly through Walter Reed when I was there. Those were my last 2 years spent in the military, so those guys I talk to often.
Now, where is Walter Reed again?
Washington, D.C. in Bethesda, Maryland, right outside, about a mile outside. Watch a game, and the amount of fun that I had going to those games, and 2 things we did was train service dogs and weightlift. So it was just, it came naturally after a couple of years of just repeating the same over again.
And I imagine this is you could probably go on all day at this specific question, but you said you learned a lot about yourself just being at Bluefield College, but I'd imagine that you learned a lot about yourself being at Walter Reed as well. What were some of the things you learned there?
Mostly what it means was the biggest thing that I've come in tonight. but they kind of being around them every day helps me a lot too.
And I mean, it seems like you got, a good crew with you. Was that ever tough to actually make some friends?
I would give it to the linemen in general. The linemen on the defense and offensive side, I couldn't pick a specific player. It wouldn't be fair to them. The entire offense and defensive line worked the hardest on this football team.
Who is the blue?
That's Coach Cack, the way, 100%.
Didn't even hesitate with that one.
100%.
Just for the beard. You're a little bit bigger than Zach Galifianakis.
Yep.
Currently, what is your All right, Coach. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Favorite part of every Monday, Dewey, Lusk, and I here every 7 p.m. on the Bluefield College Coaches Show. Yeah, round of applause for Coach. My first question, just what did you make of the
Daquan and Greg Ebron had some really nice catches. Aiden had some nice throws. We were able to move the year or so. So we got some new to improve and win some more football games. And the more you can compete and the more you can play and the more you can win, that's just going to bode well for the future. And we had meetings at 2, and here you go.